just excuse all of this. I have been reading. I wanted to check it straight away because otherwise I forget. So I finished The Birdman's Wife. I've spent the morning reading that, which is lovely. This is by Melissa Ashley, and I only just found out, because I don't do any research before I read books, that she is, she lives in Brisbane, just right near me. She was studying Elizabeth Gould for her PhD dissertation and then decided to write this book, which is a fictional account of Elizabeth Gould's life. And I just read the author's note at the back, and she talks about the things that she changed or that she embellished or had to create because she didn't know. What I loved was that she studied Elizabeth Gould, and most of the discussions around her were that she was this demure, quiet, subservient woman who sat by her husband's side and did all of the drawings for his work as he instructed, and that she kind of gave up her life for her husband. And Melissa Ashley decided that that wasn't good enough, that that's not how she saw Elizabeth Gould, that she saw her as a strong woman who had a talent. And even though in those days her talent couldn't be recognised because of, you know, what women were supposed to be doing, they were supposed to be at home looking after kids, not having a career. Despite all of that, her love for what her husband did, she shared the same passion. It drove all of that, and she was a strong woman, and Melissa Ashley wanted to show that, and she certainly did in this book. Melissa Ashley also studies, also loves bird watching, and what else does she do? There was something else that she studied taxidermy as a volunteer at the Queensland Museum, so she's interested in this sort of stuff. But her love of nature just shines through. Her description of the birds and how they fly, or how they act in nature, is amazing. Her description of the Australian landscape is unreal, and it was such a great surprise when I came across the fact that they were going to be in Australia. It's just a wonderfully pleasant book. Nothing terrible happens. There's no, you know, it's just an account of somebody's life, which is just really nice to read. The focus was on the birds and on the natural environments, and that's what made this really special for me. And weaved in the background was just the story of her life, and how you know, there was always she lived in England. She left England and came to Australia to study the birds with her husband, and left behind 3 children, I think, or 4. She had 8 children all up. So there was always this kind of, will she get back to them sort of subplot, which was intriguing and kept you reading. I just think it was really beautifully written. It has sparked something in me, which good books should, and I just really enjoyed the calmness of it. It was a very calm, pleasant book. I loved it. I would highly recommend if nature reading is something that you're interested in. It's really great. And the fact that she's an Australian author and she lives close by, and that's all exciting. There's a rabbit hole coming up for Australian birds. I can feel it. I can feel it. But anyway, I just thought I'd share with you that I finished the book. So now I need to go and sort this out. Talk to you soon. I thought it would be fun to do a bit of a mystery. So I thought it would be... Oh, now there's going to be a plane flying.
Oh, come on!
Oh, look how low it is.
Holy crap! Oh no, it's going down.
Okay, so I thought it would be fun to just kind of do this kind of mystery next book pick while we're on holidays, because that's going to make noise, mate.
In other words, a lucky dip.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be good to do a lucky dip so that I don't have to choose next book, because quite frankly I can't choose. So Patty and I just wrote down all of the names in there, and then Patty's going to pick one out. Okay, quick, go. What is it?
The Eye of the Sheep.
The Eye of the Sheep? That's a serious book. I really don't want to read this book.
We can have another, we can go again.
No, we must run with it.
Should we read?
This is The Eye of the Sheep by Sophie Laguna. It's not light reading. It's really serious. It's about, Jimmy Flick, who is just different to everybody else, and it's about the world from his perspective, and I don't think he lives in a very nice world. So anyway, maybe I wouldn't have picked this up unless the jar hadn't forced me to, so I should just get stuck into it. It's an Australian author too, so that's exciting. Okay, cool. We're hoping that there's no blue bottles. Hoping that the wind has changed. Are you okay? There's people I love a good line in a book. I was on the beach reading this, and I said out aloud, oh my gosh. She said, her need was like a blanket you throw on a fire to extinguish the flames. Dad couldn't breathe under there. I forgot about how amazing Sophie Laguna's writing is. I just am reminded on page 4 of how amazing her writing is, and I'm excited to keep reading. Now that's all I want to do really, but I have to cook lunch. I'm doing another Jamie recipe. Hang on, I'll show you. On today's lunch menu is Moroccan lamb chops with flatbreads, herby couscous, stuffed peppers, and a pomegranate drink. Mine's not going to look like that, and I'm not going to be able to do it in 30 minutes, but it still looks like something I want to play with.